let's proceed with this. How to prepare for this examination, right? So this examination, as of now, it has become much easier than what it used to be in earlier days when we had to go for even the written part of it, right? So this, as of now, is only an objective test, but it's still as tricky to get through the examination easily. So there needs a very strong preparation or foundation for this course, for this examination, so that you get through it in a very easy manner. So what should you do? So first thing is to understand the syllabus of your UGC NET program. So most of your PG syllabus or your degree syllabus, there will be overlapping situation with the syllabus that is given by the UGC NET examination as such, right? So here you need to learn to prioritize the topic for learning. So by prioritizing, what I mean is, you need to look at the topics that are of great interest to you, right? So first cover those which are simpler to you, right? Cover those topics as soon as possible, and give maximum time to those areas where you face difficulty, right? So this is the first thing that you should be able to do. So prioritize the topics wherein you need to invest more time. So find out that and put more time to that, right? Then another most important activity is to analyze the previous year's question papers, right? So as of now, the agencies conducting the examinations have been changing. So that also is a very important thing. So here, I think it is NTA now which is conducting the examination. Before that, it was the CBSE. So the patterns may have some change and all. And let's hope that NTA continues with this examination, so that you have that pattern maintained as such, right? So analyzing question papers will help you to understand which area that these guys are concentrating upon. Questions are being concentrated upon, and which area you need to study thoroughly, so that you develop this foundations to apply or write this examination in an easy manner, right? So to build your foundation is very important. So building foundation, you need to refer to authentic books, right? So that you have a flying start. Now, what I mean by authentic book, I'll discuss it later, right? So I'll give you a list of books as well, which is very important. Unless and until you develop your foundation, it is very difficult to go with the progress in developing yourself for the examination. Now here, one thing is very important. Please don't look at the printed guides that are available in various formats, right? Because some of these printed materials are given in different classroom conditions, right, or made for different classroom conditions. They may be incomplete as such, or some of them may have been drawn from internet sources. So there may be a lot of errors as such, which may ultimately give you wrong information, and you'll end up wrongly marking your answers in the answer paper, right? So that is an important thing. So building foundation is key here, right? So what should you do to build foundation? Well, I'll just give you the details as we proceed, right? Then Atlas is a must thing, right? Without Atlas, especially questions on India and even on the world, it cannot be answered. So you need this, and a lot of work on Atlas is required, without which it will be very difficult to get through the percentage of marks that is required to get an JRF as such, right? So you should not be going actually for the just for UGC NET, but you should be trying for a JRF as such, right? Make sure that you make notes of your own, right? Of whatever lecture you are listening to, or whatever topics you are studying. Make your own notes, so that it helps you to build your own way of learning, right? And current topics, especially current related issues that are happening right across the world, including like the situation that we had in Ladakh Union Territory a few days ago, right? Even now it is continuing, the India-China conflict. So there were locations, which had become very important, just like Galwan River or the Galwan Valley. So such kind of things, or Pongangso Lake, right? So, or Lipu Lake Pass. So such kind of things are very important. So current related topics, maybe of last 1 or 2 years, that has come in news, may be asked in such kind of examinations as well. Then there is nothing other than practicing, right? So if you keep practicing, you will be a winner. So practicing what? Practicing the tests, right? There are lots of online tests available. There are lots of workbooks available with geography questions and all, right? So you need to practice it. Set an alarm and keep practicing within that time. Otherwise, what happens is that it will be the first time you will be appearing before the examination. Without any practice, what happens? You lose the time in the examination hall. So most important thing is to practice at home, keeping a time monitor. Maybe you can ask your parents or brothers or sisters or anyone to monitor the time, or you can keep an alarm on your mobile phone, right? So you can do on your own, right? So this is the 6 things that you are supposed to follow. Now I'll just illustrate to you how to do a question paper analysis. So this I have done it for you as such, taking a lot of time. So we'll just go through syllabus by syllabus. So or the topic by topic as such. So this is from previous year's question papers from 2018 and 19, and you can see this 2018 July. This was done by CBSE, and rest all were done by NTA. Right. So here the geomorphology part is given, and you can see the where they are concentrating the questions. Right. So you have the first 3 topics where maximum number of questions have come. Right. So geomorphology, you normally get around 13 questions from a question paper. Right. Similarly, you have climatology. Again, climatology, you will find questions are getting concentrated in what you call 2 major topics here, right? Which is related to composition of structure, structure of atmosphere. So these are all basic topics. Just look at those topics. You will understand that these are all basic topics which is normally covered in school textbooks, right? So this is very important. So all the foundations that you need to do can be found from here, right? What you need to work upon. So the വളരെയധികം ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ട സാധനം 19 right 19-20 ഒക്കെയാണ് questions വരുന്നത് climatology. Then so on an average you will find എല്ലാ question paperലും somewhere around 11 questions have been asked. Oceanography, approximately 5 questions. Now again, see the concentration, what they are asking, right? This is environmental geography, right? You will find questions are basically of basic in nature, right? Energy flows, and then they are concentrating on hazards, environmental hazards. And you'll also find they do have these agreements related stuff, right? Kyoto Protocol, such kind of stuff is also being asked in a major manner. Now this is population geography. Most of the questions that have come are about theories, right? The theories by Malthus or Sadler or Ricardo, right? So you'll find theories are being concentrated upon, or most of the models of migration or such kind of things, right? So this is where you need to put little more time. Similarly, settlement geography, you can see this, right? So this is where you'll find that there is no question paper without a question on Christoller central place theory. Every question paper on what you call UGC NET has come up with a question on this one, Christoller central place theory, and its modification by Lost, right? So this is very important. Again, 5 on an average 5 questions you can expect from settlement geography. Economic geography, you can expect approximately 3 questions, and these are basically dealing with primary, secondary occupations and all, the natural resources and their distribution. So you'll find fairly good amount. So entire topic is being covered by them. Agriculture geography, you'll find concentration is basically on this cropping pattern related stuff, right? And regional agriculture variations, right? This also has sometimes connection to India, right? Wherein you are finding some 6 questions as such, right? So rest of the questions you can see there hasn't been any question, but always there is a possibility of a question from one Thunen model. Now, industrial geography, again you'll find concentration is on theories, right? All the location theories, Webber, Lost, Fred and Smith, right? The rest of the topics they haven't even touched. So all these years, you can see all the 4 years they haven't even touched that. So let's hope that they follow this particular pattern. So 5 questions for sure from this part. Right. Transport geography, again you'll find a lot of interesting questions coming from various what you call spatial flow models, gravity model, such kind of things, right? Mostly these are things that are concept based. So you'll see that. So here you'll find the models by Edward Ullman, right? So spatial interaction related things, the detour index, such kind of things, right? That is what is being asked. Regional development, again a very crucial part. Now here you'll find regional development and social movements in India. That is where maximum questions are coming, right? So though it is regional planning and development related topic, but more questions have come from this. And then they are also concentrating on these 2 things, regional disparities and the models of Gunnar Midrell, John Friedman, etc., right? Cultural geography, again spatial distribution of social groups in India. This is what gets priority, especially the tribes, caste, religion, language related things, right? Political geography, again you have theories, again just like I said earlier. So most of the topics you'll find the core concepts are being looked into. Thought, again very interesting. You'll find maximum questions have been coming from the geographers and their contributions, right? How they are, and then lots of questions have been coming from all the isms that you study in that: positivism, behavioralism, humanism, structuralism, etc., right? So the contributions, though this is something which gives lots of impetus on because more than 10 questions have been seen in the examinations from this particular section, right? So Greeks, Romans and Chinese, right? Arab and Chinese and Indian scholars. So you'll find this is very clear that they are concentrating on only these 5 categories. And geographical techniques, again you'll find the concentration is on central tendency and such kind of things, right? This is pure statistics part of it, and you get good number of questions from here. And on an average you will get more than 10 questions from this particular segment, because this is a segment wherein lots of techniques of geography, including remote sensing, GIS, etc., everything has been included into it. Then the major part, geography of India, wherein you get the maximum number of questions, right? Normally it goes up to 15 to 16 questions every year you will find, because some of the other topics also have a linkage with India. So you'll find lots of topics coming through from here. And here, most important thing to be concentrated upon is the census of India data and the census of India analyzed data outputs that are there. So here you'll find lots of questions from this particular section, which is population characteristics, spatial distribution, right, growth and composition, such kind of things, age, sex, what you call gender compositions, etc., right, occupational or educational composition, the ethnic population, right. So this is an area to be concentrated upon. Now, putting this into a sheet, you'll find one analyzed sheet. So you'll find geomorphology and climatology, and the last three topics, the geographic thought, techniques, and the geography of India. You have more than 50% of questions coming from these 5 topics, right? So you know now where you should put your energies and how much thorough you should be with these areas. Rest of the areas you will find the questions vary between 2 to 5. So it is not more than 5 questions that they have ever asked in from the other topics. But these 5 topics are the crucial ones for you to get into what you call UGC NET thing. So if you are interested in getting a JRF, concentrate on these topics, right? And you will get it through much easily. Okay. Now, how to develop your foundation? These are things that you should do, right? So here, one of the most important thing is to get your NCERT books, right? So these are available online, right? You can start working from the 6th standard book to 12th standard book, because without a good foundation, it is not going to happen, right? Because most of the things that you study at PG level, or maybe even while you are doing PhD also, you'll find the fundamental things are from these that you have learned during your school days, right? So they don't change. These are facts. They don't change, right? So this is very important. Get an NCERT book, or there is an NCERT app available. Even you can go into Byju's classes, which is free of cost available now, right? So they are offering all the science and maths and everything that is free of cost. That is also a good learning platform for you, right? Those who are weak in maths can join for maths classes there, right? So here you'll find NCERT books, including the practical text. Remember, practicals are very important. Sometimes they do ask questions of that sort, right? Then the textbook that you are most familiar with, G.C. Leong's Certificate Physical and Human Geography, the book that can give you lots of diagrams, diagrammatic explanations, especially on physical geography part, right? That is by R.B. Burnett, right? Geography through diagrams. I think possibly it is Physical Geography through diagrams. Then you have 2 books which are very important by Rupa Publication. It is called Geography Made Simple series. One is Physical Geography and Social and Economic Geography. So all those concept related questions you can answer using these stuff, right? So it's a must kind of a book with every geography student when he is doing when he or she is doing a PG class, right? So very important as such. You have dictionaries. So don't buy a general dictionary. It is always good to buy 2 separate dictionaries of physical and human geography, because there are lots of terms that get missed out when you buy a general geography dictionary. There used to be an earlier one very good dictionary which is called Key to Success Dictionary, but that is no more available in market. So the next best choice that I could find was this one, Physical Geography by Penguin and Human Geography by Penguin. Then you can follow any of these atlases, right? Black Swans or a Survey of India has produced one of the best atlases that you can have, right? It covers the entire Indian region, and the new one has even updated the maps of Jammu and Kashmir, right, into 2 union territories, Ladakh and J&K. So you'll find new maps are also available there. So you can also use this atlas by TTK, which is exclusively for India, and then there is World Atlas as well. Now, another important thing which I had shared through the group is the India Yearbook. This is a crucial thing, because most of the Indian programs that are running, right, be it in Rural Development Department, be it in Urban Development Department, be it in any other section, be it Textile Ministry, or be it Mining or Industry Ministry, all those things that are required, which are current, which have some geographic conditions or implications, right, especially through regional planning and development, you will get it here. And so this is a huge what I call resource as such. So now they have started providing it in soft copy as well. So it arrived to me. So some of my friends in Delhi sent it to me today. So I thought I'll share it with Mithun and team, and hopefully they have shared it with you also. Right. So it is one of the fantastic materials that you have, and you'll get a lot of things that is required. Now, if you work on these 9 things, especially 7 which are basically meant for developing your foundation, I'll tell you, you can clear any examination in India which has 30 to 40% of questions from geography. You go to any examination, be it NDA examination, that is National Defense Academy examination, be it Combined Defense Services examination, be it SSC, be it your PSC examinations, you have any of these examinations, even civil services examinations, you'll find 30% of the topics overlap with that of geography, because geography students study most of the things that is required. And what happens is that geography students don't appear for these examinations at all. They appear for what I call lower than graduate level examinations normally. So that is what I have seen the trend. Maybe you can try now the graduate level examinations, right? So this is something I wanted to tell you about the exam preparation. So in case you have any comments, you can keep posting it, so that at the end of the thing we can look at those comments and maybe provide some answers to